Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Here's 3 simple tips to stay on track this summer. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast. I'm a health and fitness coach, and I just love helping people find their healthy formula. Love sharing tips and things that not only have worked for me, but for people that I coach. And I just sent out a little newsletter this past week with some tips to stay on track this summer. Thought I'd share them with you because, want to share the great tips that I think will really be helpful. Because let's face it, I was a teacher for 21 years and always had summers off. But I usually worked during the summer and did activities. But I remember talking to a lot of teachers, and they would always be like, when summer comes, I'm going to accomplish all these things. And a lot of times the conversation would be to being more active, to losing weight, to getting in shape. And summer is just one of those times where people have great intentions, but aside from the winter holidays, people tend to fall off their workout routine and their eating habits even more so than throughout the rest of the year, because there's fun events, or there's grilling, there's camping, there's festivals. And the last thing people really want to think about is their diet or healthy eating. But it's all about balance, right? And while I like to say, that people will be like, oh man, I'll just get on track in the fall. A lot of times people are beating themselves up in the fall and then starting to get back into the routine. Then the holidays kick in, and then they're frustrated at the beginning of the year, and there's this weird cycle. But here's at least a way to maintain, if not lose some weight, throughout the summer. And I'm not going to say that you got to restrict yourself or anything like that. These are just some simple tips that you can use to help you all summer long. Some of them might sound cliche, like this first one: water first. Stay hydrated. A lot of times people are like, yeah. Well, I've been doing this new program called 2B Mindset. And one of the first principles, there's 4 of them, is to drink water first. And while it would be easy to say, well, I always keep a water bottle with me all day and I sip throughout and I'm always hydrated, what I've been doing is I've been intentionally downing like 8 to 16 ounces of water at a clip. I mean, literally chugging this stuff. And yes, I know that you end up probably having to hit the bathroom a few more times, but you know what? That's exercise, getting going there. But I'm finding that has been a big time game changer. As a matter of fact, I tend to go well over a gallon a day, and it's not like I'm struggling with that or anything like that. It's just that I've been drinking like 16 ounces when I get up in the morning, 16 ounces before I start eating a meal or eating a snack. So if you keep that little phrase in mind, water first, before you go and you eat anything, that's going to keep you hydrated during the summer, but it's also going to make a difference with giving the hydration to your body and to your organs, and having everything function to where your body's not feeling like it's got to hold on to water because it's not getting enough. And a lot of times that happens for people, and there's weight gain and stuff, because the body likes to retain water when it doesn't get enough, and that results in bloating and weight gain and stuff like that. So think water first, and you don't have to apply that just for summer. Do it all the time. I've been doing it for maybe about a month, and I've watched my weight go down like 6 pounds. Boom. It's like, holy cow. I've also been integrating a lot more vegetables into my eating as well. But it's just the 2B Mindset has got me intentional about water intake. And this podcast isn't about 2B Mindset, although I do recommend you check that out. I'll pop a link in the show notes, because it has been a game changer for so many people because it's so simple. Okay. So the next one, one more thing with the water. The general guideline that people have out there is to drink about half your body weight in ounces for the water intake. So if you're needing to break it down throughout the day, let's say you weigh 160 pounds, you should be drinking about a minimum of 80 ounces a day. I weigh right around the 170 pound mark, but I know that I'm drinking 128 to 150 ounces a day. I don't follow that rule. I just keep pounding it down. And if the jug, I have a gallon jug that I fill up at least once or twice a day. And that's the way it goes. So there's one tip on water. And the next one is to stay active. And that might seem like a no-brainer, but I'm going to tell you what. In the summer, people think that I'm going to get out and mow the lawn. I'm going to get out and walk. I'm going to get out and bike and swim and all this stuff. And then it gets hot. And then it gets muggy. And then it gets uncomfortable. And people end up spending a lot more time in air conditioning environments and sitting around doing nothing. You might as well get in and get a workout done. You can go and hit the gym. Or Beachbody On Demand, I think, is such a no-brainer for people because you've got a trainer right there in your living room, in your house or garage, wherever it is, that you can quick do a workout. There's even a new workout program if you're one that doesn't want to work out every day. A new workout program coming up this summer called Lift 4, Lift 4, which is lifting and interval training, but it's only 4 days a week for that one. And the workouts I think are super short. So that might be one to check out. But Beachbody On Demand, it has so many options, whether it's low impact or you're just wanting some cardio or you're wanting some strength training or whatever. I don't even know how many workouts are in there now. Super easy to stream. You've got the trainer right there, and you don't have to schedule driving to somewhere and trying to schedule your time in traffic and all that stuff. You can do it right in the convenience of your own home, in your own air conditioning, where you're probably spending time in the summer. So think ahead on that one. I've had a lot of people contacting me and saying, you know what, I'm getting back on track this summer, and they're committed to it. They're actually combining. I know it said I didn't say it was going to be about 2B Mindset, but they're combining a fitness program with 2B Mindset because they want to get really good results and they want to keep it simple. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is just to make healthier choices. Oh my gosh, what a revolutionary idea. Now, I'm not going to tell you have to skip every single barbecue or every single function, or you want to, if you want to have those funnel cakes at the fair, whatever. Life's about balance, and just remember the 80-20 rule. One of the things I've been following is veggies first, so I'm drinking water first and then veggies most. But I've been having these treats every so often, and I'm not calling them cheats. I'm calling them treats. TREATS, because I want to treat myself and I want to not feel like I'm denying. If you think of it this way, food is fuel for our bodies, but treating yourself every now and then, it's not a crime. And I've got some healthy swaps for you to consider here. There's a lot of great ones in that 2B Mindset program. But if you just go and Google the words or the phrase healthy swap for hamburgers, you'll get a boatload of ideas of what you can do instead of hamburgers, or healthy. I've done healthy swap for pizza crust sort of thing. We've been making this cauliflower pizza crust. So here's some healthy swaps that I've been doing. Instead of maybe high fattening ice cream, swap in 2% Greek yogurt with some frozen berries. Those berries kind of make it frozen almost instantly. It's really cool. I've been kind of addicted, and it makes it like an ice cream. Or swap in frozen fruit instead of gummy type of candies. Maybe do baked fries instead of deep fried fries. If you have an air fryer, get one of those. Use one of those. Oh my gosh, that's saving you a ton of calories, and you get all the flavor and everything like that. Do veggie pizzas instead of your typical regular pizza. I am loving the cauliflower pizza crust. I think I posted it. I know on my YouTube channel, if you just search YouTube for Perry Tinsley, you'll find it. A little cauliflower pizza crust that we made, but there's ones that you can buy. You just got to check the ingredients, make sure they're legit and not filled with a bunch of shady ingredients. But just doing that, you're getting veggies in, right? Swap the mindset, the word treat for cheat. Telling yourself that you cheated isn't the best mindset, and you feel like, oh my gosh, now I feel guilty about it. But if you treat yourself, you can feel good. Like, oh man, I was kind of special, And the other thing I've been doing, we don't typically have candy bars, but I just thought about this. People that love candy bars, get a Beach Bar. Those are only 150 calories. You're getting some good protein, and they're really minimal ingredients to those. They're all whole foods and everything like that, non-GMO stuff. So that's a good idea. for that. So I hope these tips help you stay on track for the summer. And if you have some other ones, you might, please email me, perrytinsley@gmail.com, and I can share it in the show notes or share it with other people on social things, and of course, give you credit for it of what you came up with. And I know there's a ton more out there. I just wanted to keep it simple, give you 3 of them, 3 things that you can do carrying forward, because we are now into the summer months. Totally awesome. I so appreciate you for subscribing. That's all I have for this week. If you get a chance, get over to iTunes or get over into the podcast app and give an honest rating and review. It'll help more people. And you know what? If you found this valuable, please share it or cross-post it on social and like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. And I think the other people that find this beneficial will appreciate that you were thinking of them. That's all I have for this week. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.